कंटेम्प्ररी है, एब्स्ट्रैक्ट है, वो एसेंस की बात करते हैं। जब हम एसेंस की बात करते हैं तो वो नेचर का जो रिदम है उससे हमको रिलेट करता है, और नेचुरली वही स्थिति है जो परमानंद की है, आनंद सहोदर जो हम कहते हैं वही है। तो उसमें फ़र्क नहीं है। कंटेम्प्ररी में वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं है कि हम इंडियननेस जो है या रसास्वाद नहीं कर सकते या वो चीज़ नहीं कर सकते जो कि हमारे ट्रेडिशनल आर्टिस्ट में थी।
ठीक है। So he's saying the contemporary is non-figurative,
yes, and
it's an abstract essence.
Fine.
One more. We'll take one more from their last question in this round. If we finish this round of question quickly, we'll take one more round of question. One more.
Mr. Dev, in the Mahabharata, the Sakshprata warriors who are commissioned to go and kill Arjuna take the grand oath to conquer or die. And the last sentence of that oath is very interesting. It ends with the statement, "May I look beautiful when I die." What was that expression of beauty that you think they were asking for at the moment of their death at the hands of Arjuna?
Thank you, Mr. Kaul. Thank you.
Well, so I'll start with the first question. Is Hinduism a way of life? Yes, of course it is. In my particular case, my personal case, and what I teach and what I advocate is that making beautiful objects is a part of the Hindu life. Whether it is an ordinary housewife, or it's a craftsman, or it's an artist. And that object of beauty is not to be kept in a museum. It is for our personal day-to-day use. Whether it is a simple lamp, or a cosmetic box, or whether it is our threshold, or whether it is our walls, or the clothes we wear, the fabrics, and so on. Everything about our day-to-day life is made beautiful. That is the Hindu way of life. As regards your question, sir, about abstraction, I fully agree. I think the aesthetics of contemporary modern art should be written up. I made a very small beginning by talking about despair as a rasa of modernity. But I think a lot more work needs to be done. If we don't do that work about modern and especially contemporary art, I'm afraid it will just remain in museums or art galleries, in the hands of art critics, in the hands of art historians, in the hands of art dealers, and I think we will not do justice to it. I do think that modern aesthetic theories of today's contemporary art should be developed. And as regards your question about beautiful when you die, as I understand it, I'm not an expert on the Mahabharata, is that the sense of beauty that came on him is that I've done my duty, I've accomplished what I wanted to do, and that is why I am beautiful. Is that aesthetic? I don't think so. But that would be my take on that.
I think that the idea of consecration and aestheticization go hand in hand. So what is beautiful is also the sacred. So if one's death becomes beautiful, then that death can also get sacralized, can also get transformed into something of a kind of afterlife, a perpetual, you might say, transportation to another world.
Yes, I think the Buddha showed that, in his parinirvana, the perfect sort of end to life as a beautiful experience.
Even Bhishma, lying on that bed of,
correct,
arrows.
Indeed.
There is a kind self-mortification,
yes,
penance, but also, that sajja of his is also beautiful in some ways.
Absolutely. I mean, for us, death
at least it's aestheticized in its representations.
Yes, for us, death and life are a continuum, and death is not the end of life. You see, because there are many things happen then after that. And therefore, I don't think death is the end. After all, we Hindus live with two times. We live in linear time, like our time is up now, that's linear. But we also live in circular time. We have both the times going through us at the same time, linear as well as circular. And therefore, death is not the end.
Thank you so much. I think that's a lovely note on which to end. an end which is not an end. We'll now unveil the book. Come.
Congratulations to Haja V. Deheja for the beautifully Indian Hindu mind, and to Makarand R. Paranjape for moderating. Unfortunately, the book, I believe, is still on its way from Delhi, but will be available in the bookshop, the JCB Prize for Literature bookshop, managed by Full Circle, from tomorrow. So for those of you who are interested in purchasing the beautifully Indian Hindu mind, you'll be able to do that from tomorrow. We'll shortly go into the last session of the day here at the Nexa front lawn, which is called Big Tech, Surveillance, Capitalism, Data Harvesting, and the Cyber Future. Just before we go into that, I'll do the last Zomato giveaway of the day. So, if you are seated, you might like to look on the back of your chair to see if you have a large red Zomato sticker on the back of your chair. If you do, we have a prize for you here at the front stage. Do we have somebody with a big red sticker on their chair? Yes, we have a winner. Congratulations. And our volunteer here will give you your prize. Also, one last reminder about the Jaipur music stage, which happens at Hotel Clark's Amir from 7 o'clock tonight. There's music and dance put on for you. Tickets are 500 rupees, and you can buy them here at the Central Fountain at the entrance to Diggy Palace, or at Hotel Clark's Amir this evening. This is the second in a series of 3 curated music and dance events as part of the festival. So without further ado, it is time for the final session of the second day of the Z Jaipur Literature Festival in association with Nexa. This next session